Hi guys, and welcome back to another devlog of my indie spaceship building game. Before I get started, the alpha build is in the description, so you should go check that out. Read the instructions because it is a complex game. You can probably tell that the game has evolved a lot since the last devlog. This is only one example of a ship that you can make in this game, and there are many other variants that you could make. The game is a lot more complex at this point. I've added buildings with people that walk on them, and you can also walk inside the ship. I think this is more realistic, as if you live in a spaceship, you should be able to walk in it. The game is a lot more capable at this point, and I had to use many optimizations to get it to run at a decent frame rate. The game won't only be about building your ship, and you can also fight people. I'm sure you're wondering, how do we get from this to this? Let's jump in. First of all, we're going to need more than cubes to make a spaceship, so I modeled a room and dropped it in as a prefab in Unity. So to accomplish this effect, I recast it on all four sides, and then deleted the walls that it collided with. And with that, this is the result. It looks pretty good. Next, I thought hovering above the ship was kind of boring, so I tried to make the player walk inside the ship. So I made a model and dropped it inside the ship. And I added a dog. Now our player can move freely inside the ship. Next, I added buildings because I needed a way for the player to earn money without killing the enemy. I made it so that you can only place it on even grids, so as to not make it too clumped up. You may have noticed the yellow bridges between the buildings. They're achieved by colliders that are enabled and disabled when needed on the four sides of the building. These work technically the same as the grids do. You do a raycast on all four sides to decide whether to disable or enable the colliders. And then, as I traversed these buildings, I couldn't help but feel a bit lonely. I only had a dog as a companion and no human company. So I created 3D models for the man and the woman, and added the same AI script for each of them. They basically just walk around the grids. After a while, I started noticing some errors. Sometimes they would clump up or walk completely outside of the ship, and I spent a whole day trying to fix this. Eventually though, I was able to fix it, but they still walked around like they were in a trance or something. They aren't very human-like, but that's okay for now. That's basically what I've implemented this week. If you liked the video, be sure to subscribe.